Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. This is the first video I record in English and I am so scared. I thought it would be interesting to record a video in English because I've never done that, but I am also really nervous because my English is not perfect. I make mistakes and I hate when I hear myself speak in English and I realize, oh, I said this wrong and I said that wrong, and I hate that. But it's a different way of thinking, it's a different way of expressing myself. I've always wanted to record videos in English for YouTube. I think it's kind of a practice for me to practice my English and to practice my pronunciation and my fluency, and I'm really excited. So, oh my god. So I am going to talk about things weird about people from Spain, and I hope you enjoy the video. The first thing that I think it's really common is that people think we are too loud. Like, we are really loud. When we talk, you can hear us so much more than someone from the north of Europe, or even, I think that Americans are also loud, but I feel like we are louder. Once I was with my family in Germany and we were on the bus and we were talking. It's normal here to talk. If you're alone, you're not gonna talk to people, but if you're with your family or with a friend, you can totally talk with them. So we were talking and some people were looking at us and they went like, shh. And it was so embarrassing. I felt so bad because, I mean, that was not, like, that was normal. That wouldn't have happened in Spain. Like, people are used to that. Last year, I went to a restaurant. It was not like a fancy restaurant, it was like a pizza place. So we went there and everybody was quiet and it was so weird because I mean I wasn't expecting people to be talking like we do here, but I didn't expect people to be like almost completely silent. I just felt like I had to whisper to talk to my friends when I went there. If you come to Spain and you realize that people shout, it's like normal. My little brother, he speaks really loud. It almost gives me headaches. My siblings are not at home now, but if they were here, I'm sure you could hear them. Even if they are on the first floor and I'm on the second floor and they are in a different room, I hear them. They shout, they sing, they talk, and it's just how life is here. If you go to Spain, maybe it's a bit annoying for you, but I think you can get used to it. The second thing that is really typical Spanish is siesta. The siesta, I think everybody knows what it is, but it's a nap that you take after lunch, and it's usually at 3 p.m. Well, it depends, 2, 3, 4, until, like, if you take a long siesta, it can last until 5 or 6 p.m., but it depends on the person. So stores are not gonna be open after lunch. You have to know that. Like, I know in most of the countries, like at 3 or 4 p.m. you find every store open and you can go shopping or whatever, but here people don't open so early. They close maybe at 1 or 2, usually 2 p.m. They go have lunch because we have lunch late and we have dinner late, but I will say that later. So from 2 to 5 p.m. you're not gonna find any places open. Maybe you have a nap or maybe not, but people are not working at that time. People are resting, and I'm not a siesta person. I find it really difficult to sleep during the day. I'm not someone who can sleep just like that, you know. But yesterday I took a nap at 6:30 p.m. because I was really tired. I had class until 5:30, so yeah, I just needed to sleep. So not everybody sleeps after lunch, but many people do, and the streets are really quiet and everybody is resting, having siestas, or I don't know, it's really common here. The third thing is that we have persianas. I don't know how to say that in English. I will, if I find it, I will write it here. But I've read that it's not common in other countries. It's a really typical Spanish thing. Other countries don't have them. And I didn't know that. I'll show you. So, this is a persiana. So, you use this to... Oh my god. Yeah, so it goes down. I don't want to break it, but it goes down, and then it's completely dark. And yeah, all houses and apartments and everything in Spain, every window has one. The fourth thing is that we give kisses. So yeah, I think that's something that people know, is that we say hi to people giving kisses. Like you put your cheek next to the other person's cheek and you go like, you know? Some people from other countries find that a bit weird because you just like they don't feel like giving kisses to strangers. But when we meet someone new for the first time, like someone introduces us to someone, we say hi like that. And even you can say hi to your friends like that, or I don't know, it depends. Like young people sometimes don't say hi that way. We hug if you're really close to the person. I feel like if you give a hug, you're really close to that person. If you give 2 kisses, you're not that close. If I say hi to my best friend, sometimes I give her like 2 kisses mixed with a hug, you know. But when you say hi to someone that you're not close to, you don't hug them, you just kiss them. And yeah, that's how we do it here. If you're a girl and I'm gonna explain how people usually do it. You should be able to give kisses to everyone, and it's not weird if you're a guy and you want to give kisses to another guy. That's completely okay. But how people do it, I feel it's like if you're a girl, you always give kisses, no matter if it's a boy or a girl. But if you're a man and you are gonna say hi to another man, they don't usually give 2 kisses. They say shake hands, or they like go like this, and I don't really know how to say that. And it's like a half hug, you know. So the fifth thing is that we have dinner really late. And that's a problem because, okay, I'm gonna explain it. So we have breakfast when we wake up like everybody else, but we usually have like milk and sweet things. We don't usually have salty things. We don't have like eggs or sausages or anything like that. We have milk, coffee in those things, and we have a toast or cookies and cereal and things like that. Then we have the almuerzo, which I don't think there's a translation for that. It's like a snack that you have in the middle of the morning, but it's not lunch because we consider lunch like a heavier meal. So we have the almuerzo at 11 or 12 a.m. I guess, and not everybody has it. Like children who go to school, they go outside and they have recess and they eat their almuerzo while they're playing, but adults don't usually eat almuerzo. But yeah, it depends on the person. So when I go to university, I always eat a sandwich. Like it's not so much, but I get hungry in the middle of the morning, so I want to eat and I eat it. Then at like 2-3 p.m. we have lunch. Lunch is a bigger meal than almuerzo because we eat typical Spanish things, paella or tortilla de patata with something, or like things like this. I will show you pictures of examples for lunch. And then we have dessert, and you know, it's a big meal. Then at like 5 or 6 p.m. we have merienda. It is something like almuerzo, but in the afternoon, and it's not a big meal. You can have milk, you can have a sandwich, you can have cookies, you can have whatever, a snack. And that's something children usually eat, but adults sometimes don't. And then we have dinner. Dinner is usually at 9-10 p.m. I actually have dinner like at 10:15 usually, or 10:30, and it's quite late because I know that in some countries people go to sleep at 10:30 if they have to work the next day, which is what we should do, but we don't because we go to bed really late. And we have like, for example, TV shows start at 10 or 10:30, and it's really common to go to bed after 12 p.m. And I usually go to bed at 1 a.m. or even later, and then I'm really tired because I wake up really early to go to class. And that happens to a lot of people. I know that there's people who go to bed earlier, maybe they go to bed at 11 or 11:30, but most people, especially young people, they go to bed at 12. Do you consider that 12 p.m. or 12 a.m.? Well, 12 at night. So the siesta makes sense because we don't have enough sleep during the night, so then we have to take a nap to survive. It's just the culture and how we live, but that's not how it should be. And the last thing, I didn't really know if I should talk about this because I don't want it to be controversial, but I just want to tell people that not everybody likes flamenco and bullfighting. I know it's like the stereotype, but flamenco is actually really common in the south, in Andalusia. So what I want to say is don't expect everyone in Spain to know how to dance or how to sing flamenco because we're not really so much into it. Like, it depends on the person and it's not like a really common thing everywhere. It's more common in the south. And then about bullfighting, I don't want to get a lot into it, but not everybody likes it and a lot of people are against it because it's not a really ethical thing to do to torture an animal, and in my opinion I'm against it too. And it's really controversial because for many people it's really important and it's like a cultural thing. It's been a tradition for so many years that it's really difficult to just erase it and stop doing it. I feel like many people, especially young people, are against it, so yeah. So if you come to Spain, don't start talking about bullfighting because I think it can be controversial. You might find someone who is against it or someone who likes it and you can get into a fight or something, so yeah. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce things correctly or if I made mistakes. I am trying to improve my English and this was a great way to practice. If you speak Spanish, you can subscribe because I have more videos in Spanish and I will be recording more videos in Spanish. But if you speak English, you can also subscribe because I feel like I'm gonna do this again. I really liked it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye!